Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting game of varsity baseball here on CPHS 6. I'm Carl Staffhorst. Tonight's matchup, your Port Huron High Big Reds take on the visiting St. Clair Saints. As this one is just underway on the mound for the Big Reds tonight, number 29, Ryan Hare. And then first up for the Saints is Nate Linguski. He's the DH tonight. Two-0 the count. That one taken for strike one. We'll bring it to 2-1. Should be a pretty good day for baseball here at Memorial Stadium. Taken for strike two. They're getting back in the count 2-2. Check swing, he held up. Ball three, brings the count full. And finally the payoff pitch. This one popped high up, or it should be in the infield, all coming in together, and it will drop for a hit. A little miscommunication between the catcher, first baseman, and the pitcher all closing in on that ball. And that will fall for a hit. It's a tough play for the catcher. That ball being hit pretty much straight up. A little bit easier for the first baseman coming forward. It's Randall, excuse me. Now stepping in, we have Jamie Carell. First pitch taken for ball one. That one taken for strike one. 1-1 the count. Again, Carroll at the plate, and Linguski at first. Linguski the DH tonight. Carell the second baseman for the Saints. That one down in the dirt. Nice stop behind the plate. Patrick Geel behind the plate for the Big Reds. The steal throw to second, and it gets past second baseman. Luckily the shortstop was there to back it up, and still stolen base for the Saints. So Linguski moving up in the scoring position. Again, no outs here in the first inning. Count is 1-2. Asked for time, and it's granted. Checks the runner at second. That ball down in the dirt. Make it 2-2. Port Huron infield is moving in. Expecting perhaps a bunt to advance the runner. But with two strikes, probably see him swinging away here. Dangerous play. This one popped up and out of play. Actually, full count, 3-2. first base is open. A walk wouldn't be the end of it here. Would put them back. And that's ball 4. And the thing about the walk here, we'll put them back at a force out in any base and keep the double play alive. So that will bring up Jake Cronenworth. It's a shortstop for the Saints. As he steps into the box. And the lefty at the plate, we'll see how we adjust. First pitch, taken, ball 1. It'll be interesting to see how aggressively the Saints are here in the first inning. Again, no outs. Runners on first and second. That one misses high. See how aggressive St. Clair is on the base path. That one taken for ball 3. Just missed high. Gotta think he's gonna be taken all the way here. I know he's the number 3 hitter, but 3-0 count. Gotta make him throw a strike. Taken all the way. Hare's able to put one over the plate. Strike 1. There checks the runners. That one inside, ball 4, and that walk loads the bases. Still no outs. With a quick timeout as the catcher comes to the mound. Just trying to settle in. The whole infield will step in. We're here on high against a very good St. Clair team today. St. Clair 9-1 on the season. Bases loaded. Hare will go back to the windup. We'll see if this helps his control at all. Stepping in, we have Josh Barnes, catcher for the Saints. That one misses high. Ball 1. Most of the time, starting pitchers prefer to pitch out of the windup. Bases loaded gives him the opportunity here. Doesn't have to worry about base runners as much. Helps him concentrate on pitching. And make a good pitch just like that one. 1-1 the count. Bases loaded again, still no outs here in the first inning. Force at any base. The Reds would love a ground ball in the infield. This one popped back out of play into the parking lot and nearly misses a BMW, so I'm sure they're very thankful of that. There's always a danger zone around these baseball fields. So 1 and 2, he can afford to waste a pitch here. Try to chase a strikeout would obviously be great in this situation. Ground ball, unable, gets through to short. 2 runs will score. Ball into the infield as a 2 RBI hit for Josh Barnes. That one just got past the shortstop, Michael Hilker. So a tough start to this one. I'll bring in Jared Toby, first baseman. Have a substitute runner for St. Clair at first will have Tyler Gunderson. So runners at first and second now. They're still looking for his first out here in this inning. One down in the dirt. They stop behind the plate. Runners nowhere to advance. And that's a big stop, because if the runners, they're able to take that base there, once again, Port Huron High would be out of the double play. And would put another man in scoring position. That one taken for strike one. Third baseman playing in for the Big Reds. That one misses outside again. Another nice stop behind the plate. Ryan here again having switched back to the stretch. That can be a big change for a lot of pitchers. Can mess with your control. This one hit hard right to right field, caught, and no play to tag up. So first out here in the top of the first. That play was made. That was Jonah Bell. Pitch taken for ball one. We have Hayden Robbins stepping in. Third baseman, again, runners at first and second. Unable to tag after that last drive to right field. Checks the runners, trying to keep him close. That misses high and outside. Ball two. Taken for a strike. 2-1, and we're seeing Hare throwing a lot of pitches here in this first inning. Having a little bit of trouble with control, and you got to think this is a strategy for St. Clair. Trying to knock the starting pitcher out of the game early. Get to the middle relievers. That's a swinging strike there. Brings the count to 2-2. Checks the runners. That one down the dirt again. What a nice stop behind the plate. Brings the count full, and here we are in another situation where we need a strike. A pitch high, taken for ball four. Nice at bat there for the Saints. As Robbins will walk. Now stepping in, Bo Meldrum, playing left field today for the Saints. Again, he will go back to the windup. First pitch strike. It's just what he needed to get ahead of this batter. Scored 2-0 Saints. We're in the top of the first inning. Still only one down. Off-speed pitch there in the dirt. ball in the infield, try to go home with it, and to first if they had time for the double play, but that's fouled out of play. 2 strikes. That one misses high, 2-2. We're in a situation there with the count 1-2 where you can waste a pitch, but with a little bit of control issues tonight, you have to watch that. You can't let them get back in control of this count. The 2-2 pitch, and that one misses high, and we're back to a full count. And we see Cronenworth on third. This one grounded. Play to second. Over to first. Not going to be in time, so 1 run will score for the Saints. They get the out at second. Unable to turn the double play over at first in time. Nice effort out of the box by Bo Meldrum to run that one out. So first and third now. Saints up 3-0. And stepping in is Tyler Gee, the right fielder. See quite a few lefties here on this St. Clair Saints lineup. Pickoff move to first. Not in time. Obviously got to watch the steal here. Port Huron might just concede the steal to prevent the runner at third from advancing. And he's off on the pitch. The steal. They try to get him at second, and he is out. Runner was taking off for home plate, but it didn't matter. Nice throw from the catcher, and that's how we'll end the top of the first inning. We'll be back with the bottom of the first in just a moment here on CPHS 6. And we're back to start the bottom of the first inning, excuse me. Big Reds have to rebound after giving up 3. Top of the inning. On the mound for the Saints, Tyler Lozen. First pitch taken for ball 1. Bunt shown by Evan Wagner, leadoff hitter for the Big Reds. Second pitch swing fouled back out of play. So 1-1 the count. This ball grounded up the middle and actually stumbled. Was the second baseman. Actually tripped there in the infield, unable to come up with that ball, and Big Reds have their first base runner of today. Good way to start the bottom of the first inning. And this will bring up Mike Hilker. First pitch taken for ball 1. Showing bunt. Off was the runner. And he will take second base. Bunt was pulled back and was called a strike. Thought they almost said it was a foul tip at first, but no, it will be a stolen base, so Big Reds move Wagner to scoring position. A 1-1 pitch, taken inside, ball 2. So with the steal by Wagner, again, the Big Reds are out of the double play. That one taken for strike 2. Went down the dirt. Nice stop behind the plate. Josh Barnes, catcher for the Saints. So now full count. We'll have the payoff pitch from Lozen. And that's taken for ball 4. So more control issues on the mound, this time favoring the Big Reds. Nice at bat from Michael Hilker. The Big Reds now with runners on first and second. I'll bring up Kyle Moran, third baseman for the Big Reds. Check swing, and they're going to call it a strike. And the Big Reds need to rally their bats here in the first inning after giving up 3 top of the inning. And this is a very good St. Clair team. That one taken for strike 2. Now Lozen definitely in control of the count, 0-2. Look for him to waste a pitch. It's close enough, been popped up and back out of play. The count stays 0-2. You know Moran's just going to be trying to shorten up that swing, just put something in play. To advance the runners. That one taken for ball 1. On deck is Tyler Robotham. Taking ball 2. 2-2 pitch, runners on first and second. That one taken for strike 3 looking. And that's the first down here in the bottom of the first inning. So Robotham stepping in. The DH. First pitch swinging, ground ball up the middle, and will get through. 1 run will score for the Big Reds. And other runs. Pass ball at the throw home will allow the other 2 runners to advance to second and third. So the Big Reds put 1 on the board with a hit from Tyler Robotham. And now still threatening with runners on second and third. Heads up base running by the Big Reds, seeing the pass ball. Saints throw came in a little late. I thought they were just going to hold on to it. Didn't really have much of a play at the plate. It would have needed a perfect throw. And then I don't know if it would have been in time. The pass ball allows the other runners to advance. Now Patrick Geel stepping in. His ball hit hard. Will get down in center. 2 runs will score. Play at the plate. Cut off by the pitcher. So Geel, the 2 RBI single. And this game's all tied up at 3-3. Subbing in on the base path for the Big Reds is Marcus Brown. Run for Geel. So a lot of offense thus far. Pick off move first. Trying to catch him off guard. Ravin Randolph at the plate. Now for the Big Reds' first pitch. Taken for strike 1. So a lot of offense thus far, as I was saying, but I doubt this pace will continue throughout tonight's game as both pitchers start to settle in. We're starting to see the control improve, both them making better pitches. This ball, pass ball, so off is Brown, and he will take second standing up. Will stay put there. That brings the count 2-1. And another runner in scoring position. Quick break as a quick visit on the mound for the Saints. That's Jake Cronenworth, the shortstop for the Saints. Out to talk to Lozen. Ravin Randolph, the first baseman, takes that one low, 3-1. 3-1 pitch, ground ball. Pitcher fields it cleanly, play over to first in time. Runner will advance to third. 2 outs. So Brown there, able to advance to third base. And Tyler Lozen just taking the sure thing out at first, let the runner advance. As now the Big Reds will need a hit to score a run. A pitch taken for a strike. That's Jay Vazar. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So now ahead in the count. 0-2. Again, good time to waste a pitch. Ground ball hit. Fielded cleanly at short. Play over to first in time, and that will do it for the bottom of the first inning. But the Big Reds come back with 3 of their own, and We're all tied up after one. We'll be back with the top of the second in just a moment here on CPHS 6. After one, we're all tied up. Back on the mound for the Big Reds, Ryan Hare. And stepping in, top of the order. Or no, excuse me, we have Joshua Barnes. Make that Tyler Gee. Sorry, couldn't read the number from here. He takes the first one for ball one. Gee in right field today. That one taken for strike one. Ball grounded. Let's see who's going to field it. Fielded cleanly at third off the high bounce, low throw. A nice play by the Big Reds for out number one. Nice job scooping that ball by Randall at first, as well as playing the high bounce with Moran at third base. That's a tough play because that high bounce really takes a lot of your time. He has to make a quick throw. Able to do so, and able to record the out. Now center fielder Blake Meldrum will step in for the Saints as he looks at strike one. So Hare seems to be settling in. Breaking pitch there, hit again to third. And he will fake the throw, able to knock it down was Moran, but wise decision to hold on to that one instead of rushing a throw. Wouldn't have had much of a chance at first, and the risk of an overthrow and letting the Saints get a free base. Just not worth it. Wise decision to hold on to the ball there. Back to the top of the order with Nate Gusky. Pickoff move to first. Not in time. Again, this one's 3-3. Top of the first inning. No outs. Runners off on the pitch. Throw to second, not in time. Actually, I believe there's one out, only no outs on the scoreboard, but so Meldrum takes second, leaving the count 2-0. For Lingusky, ground ball to third, able to hold the runner, played over to first, and then heads up base running by the Saints. Tried to hold the runner. Stared him down, but as soon as he threw that ball to first, runner was able to advance. Nice base running by Meldrum. We'll bring up Jeremy Carell, second baseman for the Saints. So two down, runner at third. First pitch from Hare. Taken for strike one. He's definitely looking more comfortable behind on the mound here in the second inning. Definitely much more, definitely in command of his pitches. That one taken strike two. Now on the pitcher's count, 0-2. 0-2 pitch, grounded to third, off the bag, and that's a tough break for the Big Reds as one run will score. And not much Moran can do at third once it hits that base. Not really much you can do. Looked like he was going to be able to get to it, at least hold the runner. Just an unfortunate bounce, and that gives the St. Clair Saints a 4-3 lead. Runners at first as Jake Cronenworth steps in, pickoff move. Not in time. Checks the runner at first. Play home. This ball hit hard up the middle. He picked up by the center fielder. Advancing to third. The Saints. Runners at first and third. Rounding first was Cronenworth. Was looking to possibly take second as he saw that ball go into third, but chose to stay there. Risky play with 2 outs. And that will leave it up to Josh Barnes. Runners at the corners. Saints earlier today stole a base in a similar situation. Attempted to and were thrown out at second. Let's see if the same thing here. First one taken for ball 1. That's how the last inning ended, as both runners were off on the steal. Normally, the other team will concede the stolen base, but Port Huron High confident in their catcher. Put a nice throw, and that was the end of the first inning. Top of the first. So let's see if St. Clair's not as aggressive this time. And Barnes at the plate, not taken for a strike. He's off on the pitch. Throw. And he slides in safely with a steal. Runner at third never moved. So St. Clair advances another runner up in scoring position with that steal. But not attempting to take home as they did earlier. Pitch from her. And taken for a strike. Barnes a little upset with that call. Ball broke down into the dirt. So count 3-2. Swinging away here, hits one in between the right and center fielder. Fielded by the center fielder. That will score 2 runs. That steal definitely paid off for the Saints, as that brings in an extra runner. Score now 6-3. With a 2 RBI single from Josh Barnes. And once again, Gunderson will run the bases. So I said I didn't expect this much offense, but here we are again. 3 more runs in the second inning, off on the pitch, and unable to scoop that is the shortstop, Michael Hilker. Backed up by the second baseman, but St. Clair advances the runner. The steal from Gunderson. This pitch foul tipped along the third base line. Coach showing off the bare hand snag over there. Saints third base coach. So 0-2 the count, 2 outs here. Top of the first inning. Runners at second, checks it. That one misses high. Makes the count 1-2. And the pitch from Hare. This one blooped and should be an easy out for the Big Reds. Right underneath it was Evan Wagner. And that records final out for the top of the second. We'll be back with the bottom of the second in just a moment here on CPHS 6. Back with the bottom of the second. Again, after a 3-run inning for the Saints. On the top of the second, Big Reds looking to respond. This pitch fouled back out of play. Makes the count 0-2. Again on the mound for the Saints, Tyler Lozen. That one misses high. Plate for the Big Reds is Lemon, left fielder. Ball down the dirt, 2-2. Make that 3-2. Work the count full, and that one low. And Lemon will take first base with a walk. Start off with a base runner for the Big Reds. That brings up the pitcher, Ryan Hare. Trying to help his own cause behind the plate, off on the pitch. Play at second, not in time. Great jump there by Lemon. So after Hare, we go to the top of the order again for the Big Reds, with Evan Wagner on deck. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And again, Lozen ahead in the count. See if he can keep control of it like this time. Lost it last time, but there are 3 straight pitches. Strikeout for the Saints. Now up to the plate for the Big Reds, Evan Wagner. One out runner on second. First pitch taken for strike 1. So we have Michael Hilliker on deck. His count now 0-2. Lemon on second base. Pitcher will step off as he retreats. This pitch grounded hard. Fielded cleanly by the shortstop. Fakes the throw to first. And then will run that one towards third. Would have been a tough throw from that position. Wise decision to just eat that ball. And Evan Wagner on with a single for the Big Reds, excuse me. That's Hilker up now. Runners on first and third. One out. Pitcher will step off. Again, this opportunity the Big Reds could think about stealing a base. That one fouled back out of play. Hate to make the second out at second, though. That pitch misses outside, 1-1. Step off again to watch the runners. That ball down the dirt and able to advance was Wagner. The Big Reds out of the double play. So 2-1 the count. Base running there by Wagner. Taking advantage of that ball in the dirt. Now let's see what Hilliger can do. Another ball down the dirt. This time nowhere for PH to go. So 3-1 the count. Ball taken for a strike. Brings the count full. This is keeping pressure on Lozen, making him throw strikes. Both teams seem content with taking quite a few pitches here tonight. This ball grounded to second. Fielded cleanly, play over to first. In time, 1 run will score for the Big Reds. So now 2 down. Wagner is able to advance to third. And score now, Saints still leads 6-4 over the Big Reds. Stepping in now, third baseman Kyle Moran. So we see Wagner there at third. First pitch taken for a strike. Missed high, and I wouldn't be surprised if Wagner had something to do with that pitch. He made a stutter step right as the pitcher was about to go through his delivery, and that can definitely distract a pitcher. Right-handed pitcher with that runner on third. This ball grounded at third, not fielded cleanly. Would have been a tough throw anyway, and that will send Wagner home. And RBI again for Kyle Moran. Brings the Big Reds within 1. 6-5, Saints still lead. This will bring in Tyler Robotham. low for a ball. From here, it almost looked like he got a piece of it, but no foul tip. So the 1-0 pitch from Lozen. Taken down. Ball 2. The 2-0 pitch, that one taken for a strike. This is the heart of the order for the Big Reds. Robotham DHing tonight. 4th hitter in this lineup. This ball hit hard, fielded cleanly at short, and he will walk to second, tag the base, and that will do it for the Big Reds in the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back at the top of the third, excuse me, in just a moment here on CPHS 6. And we're back with the top of the 3rd inning. After 2 runs for the Big Reds in the bottom of the second. Score 6-3, Saints still on top. Starting off for the Saints, Hayden Robbins. First pitch swinging, fielded by the pitcher, play over to first in time. And just like that, 1 pitch, 1 out. And let's see, it's got to be a relief for Hare. Excuse me. He's had some long innings here today. Both pitchers have. So bring up Bo Meldrum. Ball taken. Ball 1. Pitch grounded, and it will be foul along the 3rd base line. So 1-1 the count. As you see in the background there, that was the Big Red bullpen. It's like they're, I believe that's the Saints bullpen. We're warming someone up. Both pitchers have thrown quite a few pitches here in the first 2 innings. Be interesting to see how long the starters go. And the pitch from her to Meldrum. Taken for a ball. 2-1 the count. All right, 3-1 was count, because that was ball 4. So Meldrum gets on with a 1-out walk. And we'll have a quick meeting on the mound. Thrown quite a few pitches here so far tonight. As the head coach Adam Hodgkins will come out, talk to his infield. Gotta think they're gonna ride her for all they can. Just see how long her can last in this inning, in this game. Again, now there I am here for CPHS 6, Carl Staffhorst, in our makeshift, wrong camera, in our makeshift press box. A little chilly out here today. Overall, pretty good day for baseball. But no deluxe press boxes here at Memorial Stadium. So runner on first, 1 out, pickoff move to first, not in time. Thank you, Mr. Brandon Kovac, for that shot, catching me off guard. So Tyler Gee at the plate. Meldrum on first. And then Blake Meldrum on deck, and then back to the top of the order. A pitch taken for a strike. Won the count. Ground ball over the pitcher's head, able to tag second, play over to first in time, and just like that, nice play by the shortstop. That is Michael Hilker, and that will end the top of the third. We'll be back with the bottom of the third in just a moment here on CPHS 6. And we're back with the bottom of the third inning. Tonight's game between the Port Huron High Big Reds and the visiting St. Clair Saints. Again, the Saints up 6-5 here in this one. First pitch misses low, ball 1. That one taken for a strike. Now 1-2. And fouled back out of play. That's Patrick Geel. Keeping the count alive, 1-2. Another one fouled back out of play again, just barely dodging cars in the parking lot. Staying alive in the count, 1-2. This ball hit hard, fouled on the third base line. After Geel, Ravin Randolph, first baseman for the Big Reds, on deck. Again, fouled one up out of play, actually close to the CPHS 6 bus. I believe we'd have to build a district for that expense. But lucky enough to miss. Keeps the count 1-2. Again, fighting off these pitches. This one will get past the catcher. Brings it 2-2. And we're actually going to need a moment to collect all the balls. Got a ton of them fouled off there. Lozen throwing a lot of pitches at this at bat. And like we said, all tonight. That one down the dirt. And really good at bat for Geel as he works this count full. Just a smart approach at the base. At the plate. And that one taken for ball 4. So you got to be impressed by that at bat to start off in the hole like that. Keep fouling off those pitches and able to stay alive and eventually work a walk. Very good opening at bat for the Big Reds here in the bottom of the third. Pinch runner will be again Marcus Brown. He stole a base earlier. With Randolph at the plate. First pitch swinging, ground to the pitcher. He has a play at second. Play over to first in time and able to turn the double play. Nice play by the pitcher, Lozen. Able to field that. Nice turn by St. Clair. And that quickly shuts down a start of a rally for the Big Reds. Now 2 down here, bottom of the third. So bring in Jay Vassar. Grounded again to the pitcher, play over to first in time. And able to pitch himself out of a jam is Lozen with the help of that double play, and that will do it for the bottom of the third. Saints still up 6-5. We'll be back with the top of the fourth in just a moment here on CPHS 6. Back with the top of the fourth. Are still on the mound for the Big Reds. Tough last inning for the Big Reds after 2 men on base. A double play and a ground ball to the pitcher, cutting that inning short. Some nice defensive plays by St. Clair to get themselves out of that inning. 2-0 the count on Blake Meldrum. After Blake, we're back to the top of the order. That one taken for a strike. That one down the dirt, 3-1. I want to see her attack the strike zone here. Especially, like I said, bottom of the order. Don't want to give up a free walk. And have to deal with St. Clair's best. A good pitch there to make it 3-2. So finally the payoff pitch. Ground ball, fielded at short, tough throw over to first. One bounce, I'm not sure if it would have been in time. Nice hustle play at first after unable to scoop that ball. Was Randall, but fortunately able to hold Meldrum at first. It was a tough throw by Hilker. Randall unable to make the scoop, but again, nice play to get off the base and quickly keep Meldrum at first. So back to the top of the order with Nate Linguski. Excuse me. Checks Meldrum at first. Throw to Linguski, taken for ball 1. Got Randall holding Meldrum on at first, pickoff move. Able to get back in time. One taken for a strike. Again, playing a little bit in is the third baseman, Moran. That one fouled back out of play. Meldrum got a jump off that pitch, but I don't know if he was actually attempting to steal or just trying to mess with the pitcher. A lot of times just that base runner being there and movement, see out of the corner of your eye, can really mess the pitcher's timing. He's off on that pitch, but he will have to retreat because it was a foul ball. So he will walk back to first. Brings the count to 1-2. Foul tip, this time straight back. So her ahead in this count, 1-2. With Blake Meldrum on first. No outs here in the top of the fourth inning. Top of the order in Linguski at the plate. This ball hit hard. Let's see if it gets down, caught by the center fielder. And Meldrum will have to retreat to first. Nice play in center field. That's Jay Vassar, senior for the Big Reds. So one down now. And we'll bring in Jeremy Carell, second baseman for the Saints. Pickoff move to first. Not in time. Obviously just trying to keep Meldrum close. He's been off running a couple times. Last time waved off with a foul tip. That ball down the dirt. Again, Meldrum getting a jump on the pitch. I think he's trying to just mess with the pitcher a bit, but wouldn't be surprised to see him take off here. 1-0, and he's off on the pitch. And a swing, a foul tip will send Meldrum back to first. So 1-1 on Carell. One foul tip. Make that 1-2. Checking Meldrum at first. Pitch hit hard in right field. They will get down for a base hit. Throwing it in. St. Clair will advance. Meldrum will advance to third. And Carell is in with a single, putting runners at the corners. Really much of a play for Bell in right field. No chance. He had no chance of getting to that one, but able to keep it in front of him. Prevent a Saint run from going up on the board. Now Jake Cronenworth will step in. Runners at the corners. Again, we'll see how active they are on the base path. First pitch taken for ball one. showed so far they like to run. Been in this situation twice already. Straight steal. Play at second. Not in time. Runner at third didn't move, so learned their lesson after the first time. The first inning they did the double steal, actually got thrown out. Both times since, runner at third has stayed. It's been a straight steal, keeps him out of the double play, which is important with one out. And I believe he must have been hit by the pitch, watching the stolen base and rolling down to first. It's Cronenworth. Must have got a piece of him. So that will load the bases. So the double play still intact. Force out at any base. And Josh Barnes at the point for the Saints. Still only one out. First pitch taken for ball one. Saints up already 6-5 in this one. The bases loaded, one out. Could very easily extend this lead here in this inning. Pitch taken for a strike. St. Clair has the opportunity to tag up. There's an outfield fly ball. It's deep enough. That one taken for strike two. Big Reds obviously a strikeout or an infield grounder would be best case scenario for them. That one misses high, 2-2. And if we do have a pop up to the outfield, we'll see if St. Clair will test the arm of the outfielder. Ground ball to second. Knocked down, but won't have much of a play. And St. Clair will score a run. That's Hilliker. At short, able to knock that one down, keep it in front of him. That will make it so only one run can score, but unable to field it cleanly. So still only one out. Up to the plate, Jared Toby. First pitch taken for ball one. So again, bases loaded. One out. 7-5 in favor of the Saints. Taken for ball two. Down the dirt, 3-0. Nice stop by Patrick Geel. And the plate pass ball would score a run in this situation. We'll have a brief visit on the mound. Definitely got to attack the strike zone here. 3-0 the count. One ball would walk in a run. I think Toby's taking all the way. And he is. And he'll take strike one. Again, we'll see how aggressive Toby is behind the plate. Taking that one. Strike two. Like in that situation, you pretty much wait for your perfect pitch. If it's not there, wait for it and hope it's a ball. Make him throw strikes. That's exactly what St. Clair's done all day. This one popped up. It'll be a tough play, and it will fall in fair ground. 1 run will score, safe at second. That was a tough play, a little blooper. Falls in shallow right field. Nice hustle by Evan Wagner, second baseman. Had a nice long run, but almost made a play on that ball. And a meeting on the mound as we might have a pitching change. So anyway, 1 out. Bases loaded. Now 8-5. Saints over Port Huron High. And that will be the game for her. We'll have a new pitcher subbing in for Port Huron, so he'll get a couple minutes to warm up. That's Josh Fair subbing in. So while he warms up, we'd like to remind our viewers you can get a copy of this or any other program CPHS 6 has taped over the years for a small fee by calling 984-6621. Again, that's 984-6621. Our archives go back to around 1987, I believe. 86. Very interesting to see what we have in the back room. So it's a tough situation for Fair to come in. Has to come in and throw strikes. It's a tough position for a reliever to come into a game with the bases loaded. And it's one thing to warm up in the bullpen. And then, you know, a little practice session here, but then to come in with a batter and instantly throw strikes, that's tough. That's why we saw both of the pitchers struggle early in the first inning. Don't have much time to get in any kind of rhythm. And not really much room for error here. Big Red's already down 3. Looks like he is good, and they will send in the next batter, which is Hayden Robbins, third baseman for the Saints. Another one of the lefties. See a lot of lefties tonight for the Saints. Not sure whether they're switch hitters or against the righties for PH tonight, or if they strictly are left-handers. First pitch down the dirt, ball 1. Well, it's unusual to see that many lefties on a high school team. That pitch taken for a strike, 1-1. Saints have Bo Meldrum on deck. Ball misses outside, 2-1. Check swing, able to hold up, 3-1. And with a home plate umpire asking base ump if he swung. I don't believe that was the issue, just came out to brush off the mound for the pitcher. So 3-1. Pressure pitch here for fair. That ball grounded, foul down the third base line. So that brings the count full. So fair really needing to make a pitch to get the Big Reds out of this jam. That one, another foul tip. Looked low, could have been ball four. Protecting the plate was Robbins. Protecting the plate, 2 strikes. Got to shorten up that swing. Swinging anything close. Need to get called out on strikes in a situation like this. So again, fielded to the pitcher, goes home with it, and unable, they'll get the out at home. Fair hesitated for a second as to where to go with that one. And that little moment of hesitation didn't give the catcher enough time to complete the double play over to first. So the bases will stay loaded, but no more runs in for the Saints. As Bo Meldrum steps in. So 2 down. And a breaking pitch, and he just slipped with that one, and hit by the pitch is Meldrum. So 1 run will score on the hit by the pitch, making it 9-5. Tough to control that pitch, obviously not intentional in this kind of situation, and a breaking pitch. Off speed and just lost control of it, trying to get it to break in on the right-handed hitter. Lost it a little bit outside, and fortunately the hit by the pitch, that brings in 1. That ball down the dirt, ball 1. This one fouled up and back behind the bullpen. It's back behind the dugout for the Saints. That's the Big Red dugout, excuse me. Pitch taken for a ball. 2-1 the count on Tyler Gee. This ball hit hard, but right at the shortstop for the Big Reds. Nice play. That's again Michael Hilker. And the Big Reds get out of the jam in the top of the 4th inning. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th in just a moment here on CPHS 6. St. Clair Saints 9, Port Huron High Big Reds 5 as we begin the bottom of the 4th inning. Up to the plate for the Big Reds, left fielder Lemon. First pitch taken for ball 1. Shows bunt, pulls it back up, taken for strike. Still have Lozen on the mound, along with his battery mate Josh Barnes behind the plate. That one foul tip, straight back, 2 strikes. One-two pitch, taken for ball 2. one taken for strike three, looking. Confusion there at the plate. Lemon thought that was only strike two. So Josh Fair, the new pitcher, will step in. His first at bat tonight. That one taken on the outside corner for a strike. This one hit hard, right up the middle, and will slowly trickle into center for a base hit. So a one out single for Fair. That will bring us to the top of the order with Evan Wagner. And we'll actually see Ryan Herr take over on the base paths. Pitcher who started tonight's game. First pitch taken for strike one. Big Red's still down 4 in this one. Pickoff move to first. And a close play, but he is safe. Almost caught her off guard. So the 0-1 pitch from Lozen. Taken for strike two. So now ahead in the count, 0-2. Got a couple pitches he can waste here. Thing is, if he tries to throw one down in the dirt, that's a really tough play for a catcher to throw. If Big Red's attempt to stolen base instead hit and foul ball on a close one down the third baseline. So Wagner kept it alive with that foul ball. Still in an 0-2 hole. This one swung at, fielded by the pitcher. Nice play. Play over to second and over to first in time. And that will do it for the Big Reds in the bottom of the fourth. We'll be back with the top of the fifth in just a moment here on CPHS 6. As we start the top of the fifth inning, we have a new pitcher for the Big Reds. Marcus Brown now on the mound. He will take over for Fair, who pitched only one inning. So we'll see how he does. Again, coming out cold. First pitch starts off strong with a strike. A little bit of time to warm up in between the innings there. That ball's a pass ball. 1-1 the count. Saints again up in this one, 9-5. We're at the top of the fifth inning with Blake Meldrum at the plate. This ball hit hard and it will get through to right field. So Blake Meldrum with a no out single. Start the Saints off right. And now to the top of the order. Ball taken inside. Pickoff move to first, not in time. And this is where we have a new batter off on the pitch, hit and run. And this ball will get down in left field. And this will at least mean one run for the Saints. And going into third is going to be a play there. And sliding in safely is Cody Mahaffney. And actually subbing into this game, taking over the spot of the DH for Nate Linguski. And he starts off with an RBI triple. So that makes it 10-5 in favor of St. Clair. So I would say that substitution paid off there for the Saints. Now to Jeremy Carell, excuse me. First pitch taken for strike one. Again, sophomore Marcus Brown on the mound. Pitch taken for a ball. Definitely has some movement on that slider. And it looks like he throws a faster version of it, probably a cutter. But having a little bit of control issues here. Runner on third, count 2-1. Good pitch inside. Evens count out at 2-2. That ball down the dirt. That will bring it 3-2. This ball fouled up and out of play, out into the parking lot. Fortunate enough not to hit any cars tonight, at least directly. They should all know the danger of parking near a baseball diamond. That pitch taken for ball 4, and he will walk. So that will bring up Jake Cronenworth, the shortstop. Runners at the corners for the Saints. No outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Checks the runners, pick off move, fake move to third. He's trying to hold the runners tight, seeing if there's any movement, and off on the first pitch are the Saints, and they will take second. That's Carell. So again, that works them out of the double play, runners at second and third. Saints have been very active along the base paths tonight. That's the third successful steal with the runners on first and third. Only this pass ball will send a run in, and we'll allow Corral to advance to third. So it scores a run, now 11-5. So we're seeing some control issues, some balls down in the dirt. Pass ball there, obviously catcher unable to block it. And with a deep backstop, an easy steal of home. First pitch, ball one. That pitch taken for strike one, 1-1. Again, a tough situation for Brown. Was not in the game prior to this. Pinch ran earlier. Now coming in cold, asked to throw strikes. That one taken, strike two. Now ahead in the count, 1-2. And that one misses and actually hit the batter. So Cronenworth will take his base. And that's a tough play for the Big Reds. Finally ahead in the count and just missing that one. And a hit batter. So we'll have a little bit of a talk on the mound. Just trying to calm Brown down. Again, started off that at bat well. Started off with a one. Before the hit by the pitch, he was up 1-2 on that count. So runners on the corners. Again, we've seen this 4 times tonight. So I would not be surprised at all if we see another steal. As long as Cronenworth can shake off that hit by the pitch. He seems like he's all right. Still, I'm sure it will leave a bruise, and that will bring up Josh Barnes. First pitch taken for strike one. Pitch fouled back. Back out of play, 0-2. Looks like Cronenworth got a good jump on that. Not sure if he left after the contact, or if he was going for a steal, but again, Brown up in the count, 0-2. See what he does here. Fakes a throw to third. And we'll step off for a moment. Pickoff move to first. Not in time. Stepping off the mound for a second. Again, Barnes at the plate. This one foul tip, again back out of play. Keep Brown ahead in the count, 0-2. Nice at bat for Barnes, keeping alive. 2 strikes. That pitch misses high. Off on the pitch is Cronenworth. Could have been a hit and run. He might have to retreat. Caught in right field. He's going to have to retreat to first. And he's able to get there in time, but tagging up from third was Corral. And he's able to tag and score a run. So 1 out here. But that makes it 12-5. We'll bring up Jared Toby. Pickoff move to first. Safe, so runner on first. 1 out. Again, the score 12-5 in favor of the Saints. First pitch misses down in the dirt. This ball hit hard and will get through the infield into right field, bobbled in right field, but recovers fast enough and will prevent any runners from advancing farther. Thought we'd see Cronenworth try to take third there with the bobble, but he will stay put at second. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Brings up Hayden Robbins, third baseman. This ball hit hard, first pitch swinging, diving play in left field, and he makes the out. Runners will retreat. Didn't get the throw in fast enough. Catch him off guard. Heads up base running by the Saints. For them, they probably thought that ball was going to drop, but Lemon in left field. Nice diving play. This is Tyler Gunderson. I believe just subbed in the game. This is at least, I believe, his first at bat. And taken for a strike. Taken for strike 2. Brown again works the count in his advantage, 0-2. This ball hit, and it will drop fair in left field. That will score 1 run as Cronenworth scores from second. And it will make it a 13-5 game with the RBI signal from Gunderson. Now Tyler Gee at the plate. First pitch to him down the dirt. Nice stop behind the plate. Got to give a lot of credit to freshman Patrick Geel. A great job behind the plate today. A lot of balls down the dirt, and he's been able to stop the majority of them. Definitely kept some runs off the board. That one misses high, 1 and 2. Actually 1-0 the count. That taken for a strike. Glance at the scoreboard. They had the ball strikes from the last at bat. So Gee at the plate, runners on first and second. That one misses for a ball. one misses that one high. And ball 4 that will load the bases on a walk from Gee. And out comes the coach for the Big Reds, Adam Hodgkins. And we will make a pitching change. A new pitcher for Big Reds will be Evan Jex. As we'll have a little bit of time to warm up. Talking it over with his catcher now, Geel. Again, tough situation to come in, 13-5 in the top of the 5th inning. And he inherits a base path full of runners. Again, we always talk about this, but the importance of throwing strikes. Going to be asked to throw strikes right away. Meldrum's due up next for the Saints. Make that Blake Meldrum. 2 Meldrums on the St. Clair Saints team. While we got a second, we'd like to announce our CPHS 6 crew for this evening. On camera, Andy Wolf, Brandon Kovach, Emily Desmond, and directing, Mr. E.J. Shea, and myself, Carl Staffhorse, announcing this one. At Memorial Stadium, Memorial Baseball Diamond, right behind Memorial Field for the Big Reds. Unfortunately, not going very well for him so far. St. Clair staying strong with the offense, putting up 13 runs thus far. First pitch taken for strike 1. Pitch had some nice movement on it. Painting the outside corner with that one. It was up 0-1. And bases loaded. This one's popped up. Should be to right field. And make the play is Jonah Bell in right field. And that will finally end it for the Big Reds. In the top of the 5th, we'll be back with the bottom of the 5th in just a moment here on CPHS 6. And we're back with the bottom of the 5th inning. After a rough top of the 5th for the Big Reds. Saints now lead 13-5. And that starts off with a swing and a miss from Michael Hilker. That one misses outside, 1-1. Still going strong on the mound for the Saints, Tyler Lozen. Throwing quite a few pitches tonight, especially in the earlier innings. But now with a comfortable lead. Seems to have better control now. It is groove, but a long layoff after the last inning, but not showing it there. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. I'll bring up Kyle Moran. First pitch taken for a ball, so I'll overthrow the pitcher there. A little bit of a delay. That pitch taken for a strike. Brings the count to 1-1. This ball hit hard, fielded cleanly at second. over to first in time, 2 down. That was Jeremy Carell with glove work at second. DH Tyler Robotham. Hard hit to third, knocked down, and unable to find it. And Robotham's able to run out that one and get himself on with a single. So now to the catcher, Patrick Geel. Checks the runner at first. Taken for a strike. Pitch foul tipped. Geel, one of 2 freshmen on the Port Huron High Big Reds, both starting tonight. The other, Ravin Randolph, playing first base. That ball down the dirt. Robotham's off on the pitch. This ball down the dirt, and he will steal second standing up. So the Big Reds on a move. Get Robotham in scoring position. Now looking for Patrick Geel to do the rest. Ball down the dirt. Time called behind the plate. Take a moment as he brushes off home plate. A few too many balls in the dirt. And we'll get ready to go. Full count. Robotham on second, 2 outs. And that taken for strike 3 looking. Nice pitch by Lozen, and that will end the bottom of the 5th inning. Back with the top of the 6th in just a moment here on CPHS 6. And we start the top of the 6th inning. Saints leading 13-5 over the Big Reds. Staying on the mound, Evan Jex. First pitch swinging. Gets through to center. And that's Cody Mahaffey, who subbed in earlier today. Already a triple to his credit, add a single. And he is 2 for 2 today. And starting the Saints off right here in the top of the 6th. Brings up Jeremy Carell. After time is called. See what the reason is for this. way, back to play. First pitch misses outside. It's the second inning of work for Jex. A pitch taken for a strike. On a game that's got somewhat out of hand for the Big Reds. Time granted at home plate. Jex didn't seem too happy about it. But the pitch to Corral. Swing and a miss. That was a big swing. Definitely going to shorten this up now with 2 strikes. That ball down the dirt. 2-2 the count. Yeah, the last swing was definitely a swing for the fences type of swing. Ball hit hard. Right under it in left field is Lemon, able to make the play. And Haffney will have to stay at first base. Now in the box, Jake Cronenworth. Off on the pitch. It's Mahaffney, and no throw by the catcher. Mahaffney will steal second. So again, a runner in scoring position, another stolen base for the Saints. And they are racking them up tonight. Check second, comes home with it. Taken for a strike. Makes the count 2-1. Two and two. Evens it all up. Jack's trying to get out of this inning quicker than the last one. It was a long one for the Big Reds. That one misses, brings the count full. Runner at second, first base is open. And that one misses for a walk. So now runners at first and second. And after the walk by Cronenworth. Brings in Josh Barnes. First pitch misses for a ball. Just outside, ball 2. Ball popped up. See how deep it is. Going to right field. Back to make a play is Bell. able to make it. Tagging up was Cronenworth at second. He'll advance to third. Or excuse me, Cronenworth on first. That's Carell tagging up to advance to third. So now runners at the corners, 2 outs. That brings up Jared Toby. Now with the runners on both sides of him. Ball popped up and out of play. Coming in my general direction out here along the first base line. Starts checks off with a 0-1 count. Ball down the dirt, and Cronenworth will steal second. Throw cut off short by Evan Wagner. It's a tough throw to make when that ball's down the dirt. This ball hit hard, hit to short. Fielded the play over to first, not in time, and that will score a run. That's Hilker at shortstop, able again to knock it down. Unable to really get his glove on it. By the time he did, not much of no time left for a throw over to first. And that brings it 14-5. You're in the top of the 6th inning. And Hayden Robbins at the plate. So runners again at the corners. Cronenworth at third, and Toby at first. Pitch from Jax is over for a strike. Haven't seen much of a lead so far. At first for Toby. This ball hit, and that's in play down the first base line. That will score 1 run. And now trying to for home on the overthrow at second, so that will score 2. So that makes it 16-5. 2 RBI double for Hayden Robbins. Second run wouldn't have scored, except there was an overthrow of second. And St. Clair, wise enough on the base path to realize they had a shot at home and took it. Saints now running away with this one, 16-5. And Tyler Gunderson at the plate. That one a foul tip. Runner on second. This ball down the dirt. Throw to third. And he's out at third. And so a ball down in the dirt and kind of a late steal attempt. Not a planned steal. Thought he had time, but thrown out at third base, and that is how the top of the 6th will end. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th in just a moment here on CPHS 6. back with the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch swinging is Randall. Ground ball fielded cleanly by Cronenworth at short. And 1 pitch, 1 down. As we still see there standing tall on the mound, Tyler Lozen. And despite giving up 3 runs in the first, I believe 2 in the second, he's been solid ever since. Geel now stepping in. Or excuse me, that's not Geel. And a substitution there. I think it's Guy DeCio. Strikes. And that will bring in Lemon. First pitch again swing. This could be a very quick inning, but no, this one falls down in center field for a base hit. Lemon with a 2-out single. Hoping to start a rally here for Port Huron. A lot of help needed as they're down 11 in this one with the Saints. Now pitcher Evan Jex. First pitch taken for ball 1. Off on the pitch is Lemon. Throw to second. And he will be safe at second. Throw down in the dirt from the catcher. Backed up on the plate, prevented that ball from going into center field. Swing and a miss there for Jex. Makes the count 1-1. So 2 outs, runner on second. That's Lemon. This ball foul tip. Bring 2 strikes on the Port Huron High pitcher. Pitch taken for a ball. This is outside, and that's ball 4. So Jex will walk. Bring up the top of the order with Evan Wagner. That ball down low. Pitch again misses, 2-0 the count. Pitch taken for strike 1. out of play. And again, just narrowly missing. Car in the parking lot. Yet to have any casualties out there thus far. 2-2 the count, both runners off on the play. I don't think that was a hit and run called there. Both runners will have to retreat. Count will stay 2-2. Port Huron trying to get some offense going. This ball grounded to first. Knocked down. Let's see if he's able to tag the first base in time. They're saying he's safe. Flipped the ball to the pitcher. Over was Lozen to cover. No run scored for the Big Reds, but now the base is loaded for shortstop Michael Hilker. This ball hit hard, but right to the pitcher. Will underhand it to first, and that will do it for the bottom of the 6th inning. I believe that will do it for the game via the mercy rule. So Port Huron High loses 16-5 to the St. Clair Saints. I'd like to thank you all for joining us here today on CPHS 6. On behalf of myself, Carl Staffhorse, and the rest of the crew here at CPHS 6, good evening.
can't figure out, where did you come from? Whoa, whoa, where did you come from? Would you kindly do some explaining? How could you make me fall in love? I feel my heart exploding. I have to be very careful. I don't want to be a part of someone's broken heart. Where did you come from? Had to be somewhere. Where did you come from? I know it was somewhere, somewhere. Where did you come from? The unexpected always happens just when you expect it least. Before I knew it, no warning, you suddenly appeared before my eyes. I can't take it, I never really cared for surprises. You are so beautiful, I'm in love with you. Where did you come from? Had to be somewhere. Where did you come from? I know it was somewhere, somewhere. No matter who I ask, nobody can tell me. All I did was turn around. There you were. Where did you come from? Whoa, whoa. Where did you come from? Whoa, whoa. Where did you come from? Yeah. That's it. That song would have been perfect with 7 dancing girls behind me. And what's better than 7 dancing girls? The answer is 8. So this guitar here I purchased here in Port Huron, not at Hanson's Pro Audio, Hanson's Pro Music. That'd be HPM, Hanson's Pro Music. I purchased it at Quinlan's Music Store in 1976 here in Port Huron when I was 3 years old. And I have to make a confession, I'm really not playing this guitar. It plays itself. Listen to this. It's just, all I do is stand behind it. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? Talking about my girl. I've got so much honey, the bees envy me. I have a sweeter song than the birds in the tree. Well, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? Talking about my girl, yeah. I've got got sunshine on a cloudy day. I'm talking about my girl. Yeah. Woo. I'm talking about my girl. All right, now check this out. Okay, get in real close here. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. And when it's cold outside, I got the monkey May. This is St. Clair County, Motown right here. Woo-hoo. I got my girl, my girl. And I got girls behind me waiting for your phone calls. And then one stud there too. There's one guy right there. He's a stud. So ladies, you might want to call him. So call my girls or that guy. Hope you do.
Cliff Erickson, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. It's the 55th annual March of Dimes Jail and Bail. We want you to be a part of it, okay? Don't wait till later on because we're done at 4 o'clock, okay? The phone lines were only open for so long. 888-31-DIMES, 987-1100 are the phone numbers. You can go online to marchofdimesph.com. You can even watch us on that website. We are streaming live courtesy of Nerds on Site. Operators are standing by. We need your help. Call us now. We're going to take a break and be back in just a few.
Beautiful child on my lap happens to be Mr. Jerry Keller's granddaughter. And I have to make sure I introduce Chrissy, the mother, as Chrissy Keller Hicks. We can't miss that Keller connection. How are you, Chrissy?
I'm doing fabulous, thanks.
And congratulations on this absolutely beautiful little girl.
Thanks, we love her. We think she's just the best thing that has ever happened.
And she takes after her father because she wants the microphone. Let's talk, Chrissy, a little bit about what it was like going, that's all right, I'm used to this. What it was like going through a pregnancy, knowing what you know from your dad's experience with the March of Dimes.
Well, I'd always heard, from hearing about all the March of Dimes, hearing all the ads, seeing all the ads about folic acid, making sure you get your prenatal care, so that was very important. I did have a lot of morning sickness.
I remember the phone calls.
I did have a lot of morning sickness, but still managed to get in as many, prenatal vitamins as I could, eat as much as I could, because I knew how important it was, and every little glass of water that I could
raising
choke down.
money goes?
Oh, so many people. I'd like to thank Mike Loff with Port
Okay.
Huron Building Supply.
Great.
He was wonderful, and a lot of people were great. So
Okay.
we definitely need our phones to ring. We don't have much time left. A little less than an hour.
How you personally doing on making the bail?
Well, I will tell you that at 6 o'clock. I have an hour.
I guess you got to start dialing.
Now, are you sure it's
I
legal to
think
do
Jim
the $30?
Goldsworthy should start getting nervous.
I think Jim Goldsworthy ought to start. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
All right, Marcy, great. Thanks. Good luck on raising that bail money.
Walk out the door. Just turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. Which is the one who tried to break me with goodbye. You think I'd crumble? Think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I got all my love to give. I got all my love to give.
We got coaching on the end. Our crawlers, second heat moving a little slower than the first heat. We've got our crawlers working their way down. This could be a while. There we go. Hey. Go on. Our babies are crawling. Oh, we got a little worm. We got the worm going on there. Putting a little funk in the trunk. Working that. Oh, it started slow but finished strong. There's our winner. All right. Michael crosses the finish line. All right, big round of applause for both of our crawlers there.
And we are back to the 55th Annual March of Dimes Jail in Bail. You are watching us on Comcast Cable Channel 12, listening to us on AM 1380 WPHM. You can even see us online at marchofdimesph.com. We are streaming on there courtesy of our friends from Nerds on Site. Let's hear a cheer for Nerds on Site. There you go. Dick Phillips, as we said, Dick Phillips is standing by at the gong. If a prisoner gets a $100 pledge or you just send in a $100 donation, you get... There you go, and we've got a doozy right now. You may know them as the Terrible Twosome, Patty and Pam Allen, who do so much hard work with the March of Dimes. They are in jail today. William Post is sending in a $600 pledge for them. We need 3 more, I think. She didn't know what she was in for when she took this chair down here. Let me tell you. Okay. The phone number's 888-31-DIMES, 987-1100. Call in now. Make a pledge. Please welcome him back, ladies and gentlemen, Cliff Erickson.
There's something happening here. March of Dime in its 55th year. Girls on the line behind me. Except for those 2 studs. Just look and see. All you have to call them. Make your pledge. We'd like that. We would really like that. They're eating pizza over there. We got the big sheriff right here. Everyone who's anyone is in this place. Hope you call in and make your pledge. I think it's time we stop. Yeah, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Oh, going down. What a field day for the heat. Thousands of people in the streets. From Fort Gratiot to the south end of town. I can see everybody, all I have to do is look around and around. It's time we stop. Yeah, what's that sound? Make your pledge. Lots are going down. They will write it down. Make your pledge now. There's something happening here. Jerry Keller is right over there. Remember when he used to sell menswear? We were fashionable back then, that's right. I think it's time to stop. Look at him now. What's that sound? Jerry, come up here with me to help me out. Can we give Jerry a warm welcome, everybody? This guy's been putting in his time year after year. I'm going to do a little test. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We're going to do a little test just to see if his next career is going to work. So after me, Jerry, do this. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, hi-ya, wait, weaker. Oh, yeah! Is that better? I don't know. Let's try this one. Feast your eyes on this thoroughbred, ladies. Don't go anywhere. All right, that's all you get, people. I mean, he's busy. Yeah, he stops and he gave us time. I think we all should give him a huge round of applause. Don't be doing this to me. It's my show. Yeah. I can pay respect where it's due. Thank you very much. All right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the pledge is done. On a warm summer's evening, on a train called Grand Trunk, met up with the gambler. We were both too tired to sleep. We took turns staring at the window at the darkness. The boredom overtook us. He began to speak. He said, son, I made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle. He drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette, asked me for a light, and the night got deadly quiet. His face lost all expression. Said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough to make your pledge. There's lots of time to make your pledge when the song is done. When the song is done.
Cliff Erickson,
everybody.
ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
We thank you so much for being a part of this year's March of Dimes Jail and Bail. The crowd going insane, and rightly so. You're watching us on Comcast Cable Channel 12, listening to us on AM 1380 WPHM. You can even see us online. Go to marchofdimesph.com, and you can click on our live feed, courtesy of Nerds on Site. Phone numbers if you want to make a pledge. See these people over here? Phone lines need to ring more. It is 888-31-TIMES, ARG, and 987-1100. We have some great entertainment coming up, including a special performance by the one, the only. They're telling me to stretch it out. Well, you should have told me that before I came down to the final thing there. We want you to call in and make a pledge. You know, if you are affected by this, if you have a child who was born with birth defects or born prematurely, even if you have a son or daughter who is getting married and planning on having a family, you are a part of this. You are a part of the March of Dimes family. Every person here, every person that's volunteered, all of the prisoners, everybody working the phones, we're all working together with one goal in mind, and that is the fight for healthier babies. We need your help. Don't wait. Call now. We're here till 4 o'clock. The numbers again are 888-31-DIMES, 987-1100. I know our 2 o'clock total was 119. We want to blow that through the roof. We have about an hour and a half left, so we want you to give us a call. as I said, we're still killing time, huh? I'll tell you what. Where did where? I know we had our most valuable person of the year. Where is she at? Where is Sue Wilhelm? Yeah, you back there. Come on, baby. Daddy's waiting for you on the stage. That's just a euphemism, by the way. That's just I'm just saying, okay? Every year, we find someone who has done exceptional duty for the March of Dimes here in the Blue Water area, and this year was no exception. Talk about someone who just jumped right in to the deep end of the pool. Sue Wilhelm, give her a big round of applause, everyone. Now, what brought you into the March of Dimes initially?
Actually, because I knew Jerry both personally and professionally. It's a wonderful organization, wonderful people. Couldn't think of any place better to go after I retired.
And you were with us how long, and then you got Volunteer of the Year. I mean, that seemed like it came pretty quick.
This is the third year that I volunteered for March of Dimes, almost to the day. This is my third jail and bail, so almost to the day.
Third year?
3.
Terry Kyler's saying other things down there. What's he saying about you?
I know, I see that. He's a Michigan guy. What can I say?
You mean U of M?
U of M, Michigan. Yeah.
Ooh. Our Volunteer of the Year, Sue Wilhelm, everybody. Please give her a big round of applause, and we love all the work you do with us.
Thank you, Sean, very much.
There you go. Now we are ready to take a break. Remember, phone numbers, if I wander over here, 888-31-DIMES, 987-1100, the 55th Annual March of Dimes Jail and Bail. We will be right back.
Beautiful child on my lap happens to be Mr. Jerry Keller's granddaughter. And I have to make sure I introduce Chrissy, the mother, as Chrissy Keller Hicks. We can't miss that Keller connection. How are you, Chrissy?
I'm doing fabulous, thanks.
And congratulations on this absolutely beautiful little girl.
Thanks, we love her. We think she's just the best thing that...
Understand that too much folic acid is not good either. So just to do what your doctor says. Make sure you go to the doctor and get your prenatal care, because I have 3 special needs kids, and I cry every time I hear about babies that are born, either born with, because the mom wants them born on a specific date and it's earlier than what they're supposed to be. They need their lungs, they need their all development, so it's really important.
Exactly, it is. All right. Well, thank you so much for bringing Matthew and Ryan down. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being such patient waiters, and we'll see you soon. Back to Paul.
All right, Jody, thank you. So stories like that remind us why we're here today, why we're doing what we're doing, but we need those phones to ring. I'm sorry, I got distracted because I saw the word lunch there. We're going to do lunch. Is lunch being served now? Being served soon? Right now? Downtown, if you're downstairs? Thank you to Dr. Bass. Let's all have a round of applause for Dr. Bass, who provides us with lunch here at the Masonic Temple. It's being served downstairs for all those of you that are here right now. And we would urge you to stop by if you've never been to Jail and Bail before. See what it's all about. We're at the Masonic Temple in Port Huron, so we'd love to see you today. We continue our live coverage on 1380 Radio, AM, WPHM, with more arraignments. Judge?
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Good morning, kids. How's everybody? Good. Would you state your name and your team number, please, and then state your first names individually really quickly?
Chippewa Middle School, prisoner 40.
Great.
Megan.
Chippewa Middle School, prisoner 40, Chloe.
Okay, just need to state your first name, okay? Okay, everybody, scurry.
Caitlin.
Amanda.
Okay.
Taylor.
Okay.
Amanda.
Okay.
Taylor.
Okay.
Alex.
Okay.
Guys, watch out. Delaney.
Okay. Okay, do we have everybody? How about this nice little student back here?
Shannon Ellis, the advisor.
Okay, great. So we have everybody. And thanks for restating the school name, because we might have missed it the first time, so thank you. Prosecutor Armstrong, what do we have going on today?
Well, Judge, again, we appear to have some juvenile offenders that are repeat offenders. They were here with us last year. They raised $1,735 last year.
Wow.
And I think they need to be in the running for the Golden Diaper Award. I think they've got a good shot at possibly coming home with it this year.
Great.
So I think that an appropriate bond, although I should probably tell you the charge first, right?
Yeah, let's do the charge. We, even though this is a corrupt system, we do like to levy the charge
Okay,
first.
well, I'll make something up before we
thank
put the bond on. This group is charged with fishing without a license because Shannon and her Chippewa Middle School team have been fishing for donations without the proper license.
No license.
Your Honor, in light of that and in light of the good job they did last year, I think you should set bond at no less than $2,500.
$2,500. How do you feel?
That is a little too high.
You think it's too high?
Don't
Do you
complain,
think
it'll
it's gonna,
go up.
That's right. You think it's going to be painful?
No.
Oh, well then. Well then, you guys can do it. Any last words before you go? Nope?
Save the baby.
There you go. And thank you so much for your service and the great job you do. $2,500? All right, here we go. Thank you.
Call in those pledges. 987-1100 is the phone number to call. Area code 810-987-1100 for jail and bail.
This is a scary looking group.
Oh, come on.
Would you state your team name and your team number and then everybody's first name for the record, please?
Okay, our team number is number 77, St. Clair County Community Mental Health.
Okay.
My name's Deb Johnson.
Okay.
I'm Mike McCartan.
Okay, quickly. Step up quickly.
Nancy, Karen, Heavy.
Come on.
Anna.
Everybody get up here.
Sandy.
Pat.
Man, this is a group. Come on, group. Get up here, group.
Tish.
Come on.
Chris.
Come on.
Maura.
Come, Carrie. Good.
Kathleen.
You guys are very organized.
Jennifer.
Okay.
Bill.
They take direction well.
Michelle.
Okay, Audrey, did you get up here yet? Audrey, okay, all right. We don't want anybody hiding. Nobody will go without penalty here. Okay. What do you say, Ms. Armstrong?
Your Honor, this group from St. Clair County Community Mental Health obviously is quite a motley-looking crew. We're a little concerned about them being out on the streets in St. Clair County, and so we've charged them with gang activity.
You guys.
This team has nearly tripled their members since last year. Therefore, this gang of community service leaders is supporting the March of Dimes mission of saving babies more than ever. And so, actually, it's not so bad gang activity, but gang activity nonetheless. So.
Yes, which is against the law, conspiracy and all that. So, what do you have to say for yourselves?
Not guilty.
Not.
They all
What do you
say
think?
that.
What do you think? Have you heard that yet today? What do you think, Ms. Armstrong?
We're looking for a good lawyer.
Isn't everybody?
There might be one in the room here.
Well, Judge, this group raised a phenomenal amount for March of Dimes last year. They raised $5,005.
Wow.
So I think we need, and especially if they've tripled their
Oh, no, don't go there.
Then I think we should triple what they raised and make that $15,000.
$15,000. Is that painful enough for you?
That's too painful.
All right, it works.
That means we did it right.
15,000 it is. Any last comments?
Mike? Any words of wisdom?
Please send money. Please help us and save the babies.
Understandable. 15,000 it is, and thank you for your service.
Thank you.
These lovely cops will take you off.
All right, best of luck to Community Mental Health. They've got a lot of bail money to raise today. This is live coverage of the 2009 March of Dimes Jail and Bail on 1380 WPHM. We're going to take a break in just a moment. The most wanted prisoner who was hauled in here to jail at the Masonic Temple a little while ago is Port Huron's Fire Chief Robert Ike. And Chief, how did this all happen this morning?
Well, I'm not sure, Paul. To be honest with you, I have to a little background here. Yesterday, I was on my way to the radio station to do an interview with you. And on the way down, you and Bill were going back and forth like you often do regarding the most wanted prisoner for March of Dimes. And you started talking about usually they get people at breakfast and the wife's involved somewhat. And I had this sinking feeling because I'd never been asked to go to breakfast before for the March of Dimes or pre-March of Dimes. So we went to breakfast. We were running a few minutes late. And in walked Sheriff Donlin. Of course, he's new at his job, so he was full of energy. And he had lots of kind words to say. He had a camera crew with him, and he started to arrest someone else at the table, but then he just said, "No, I'm only joking. It's really you." And he describes my face as changing, going from a nice normal color to an ashen gray. It's the first time I've ever had handcuffs on, and
It won't be the last.
and a couple of the ladies here said it's not that bad of a thing. So I'm not sure what they meant by that.
I'm not sure either. So what is your bail?
My bail is $5,000.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I could use a lot of help though. So if there's anybody out there that wants to keep me in, and I have several reasons to be kept here, or if there's anybody out there that actually could show some mercy to get me out, I'd appreciate that also.
All right, well, good luck today. It's funny because when you were in the studio yesterday and we were talking, I didn't know yet that you were the most wanted prisoner.
Paul, sure.
No, I had nothing to do with it. And on the way out, you said, I'll probably see you tomorrow. I'm going to stop by Jail and Bail. And a couple hours later, I found out, lo and behold, yeah, I sure was going to see you today.
Right. And I just want to add that the March of Dimes is probably one of the best causes that this whole community pulls together for every year. You know, as I look around, I ask myself, you know, who are all these people? But there's people from every corner of the community, and it's a great community effort, and everybody involved should really be proud of that.
All right, Chief, good luck. Port Huron Fire Chief Robert Ike is the most wanted prisoner who was brought in here a little while ago. We're going to take a break on 1380 Radio WPHM in Port Huron, but we've got more arraignments to go, more coverage of the 2009 March of Dimes, Jail and Bail coming up. Stay tuned.
The March of Dimes Jail and Bail is brought to you by Comcast.